Welcome back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix, and I am doing the Quick 3 Tarot for Thursday, November the 24th. Before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. All right, so it is Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to those who celebrate it. Also, the new moon in Sagittarius is today. I uploaded the new moon reading, and I had said I thought it was on Thanksgiving Day, but apparently it's the 25th. I was right the first time. It is on Thanksgiving Day. The new moon started yesterday, but it was in a cusp yesterday. So it was Scorpio Sagittarius yesterday. It's completely Sagittarius today on Thanksgiving. And then tomorrow it will still be in new moon phase, but it will be in cusp phase. It will be in Sagittarius Capricorn tomorrow on Black Friday. So just clearing that part up. I will say that the pre-shuffle energy with this Angel Oracle deck reflected the energy of the new moon in Sagittarius reading. So if you haven't checked that out, be sure to check that out. I'll pull 3 cards now and see if that energy still stays the same, or if I'm supposed to pick up another timeline or another message or whatever. May I have the energy for the collective for Thursday, November 24th? May I have the energy for the collective for Thursday, November 24th? May I have the energy for the collective for Thursday, November 24th? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective... Something's telling me to check the bottom of this. I don't know what this... Romance. So some of you, there may be romance going on. Something was telling me to check the bottom of that. So that may be happening too. For some of you, going by the pre-shuffle energy before, that also might be the thing that you need to take action on. So, but we'll see. And may I have some cards, please? Thank you. Interesting. Okay. It's so amazing. Wow, those flipped out. Whoa. Wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you're ready. Bottom of the deck, you're ready. This is the same energy. So I'm going to tell you what the pre-shuffle cards that came out were. When I opened up because I go by what decks I'm drawn to, whether they're Oracle or Tarot or whatever. And I was drawn to the Angel Oracle deck this morning. And at the bottom of the deck, it was take action. Take action. Which again, that is in the same vein of the New Moon in Sagittarius reading. If you haven't checked it out, be sure to check it out. And then after that, another card that came out was in the near future. I was like, okay. So after I finished shuffling it up, I looked at the bottom of the deck again and it said opportunity. It's like, okay. So this is definitely the same energy. The title that was in my head before I pulled all of this, I'm keeping that title, which was Step Up or Step Aside. That's what this is saying. I feel like there were a lot of people, or there have been a lot of people, because Mars has been in retrograde. A lot of people have been like second guessing their actions, where they're not fully confident with the decisions that they're making. Again, Mars is in retrograde. So people, they might be overanalyzing things. And because of that, things that they need to get done or should get done or step up to do, it's like, they're like, maybe, well, I guess it could wait. Let me get more information. Let me do this. Let me do that. And then it never gets done. This is saying that there's opportunity available to you, but you have to go to it. It can't come to you. So you have to take action. You have to step up if you want this opportunity. Same thing in the collective reading for the new moon, where the Nine of Cups came out reversed on risk, on the risk card. And it was people, the energy is people who won't take the risk. That's why I titled that reading, No Risk, No Reward. It speaks for itself. Now, the card that came out first is Listen to Your Intuition, which is kind of funny because for December, I was watching a reading and this was the card that came out during that too. So listen to your intuition, which intuition is nothing but a connection with the divine. That's all it is. All of us are cut from a divine cloth. So we naturally have intuition. Some people's intuition is stronger than others, but we naturally have that. It's called discernment. It's called your gut is what it is. It's called your spidey sense. If something is tingling, you might want to listen to it. The second card that came out is Don't Stop. Don't stop. And this gives me Wounded Warrior energy. So like Nine of Wands energy, where someone is going and going and going. They've been through a rough patch, but you have to get to the end of it. You just need to push a little bit more. And that's what this is saying. It's saying don't stop. And the third card that came out is Communicate Clearly. Communicate clearly. So this is saying let your thoughts be known. Also, ask for what you want and put it into the universe. Say what you want. And also something else. 2, let people know who you are. Some people might know it instinctively, but sometimes some people need to hear it. It's sort of like, I don't know if you remember that Rick James situation where he was talking about the girl backstage was asking who he was, and he's like, I'm Rick James. So it's kind of like that energy too, as well. Like you have to be confident in who you are. And you have to be able to communicate to people who you are. If you feel that there isn't respect being given, then you can make that known. You can vocally make that known. Or by actions, you can make that known. You can separate yourself from that situation, because if someone is not seeing your value, you don't have to participate in that. And it's almost like a saying that I heard before. I think her name was Latasha O'Keefe. She's like a prophet or whatever. And she said something to the effect of, if someone doesn't recognize your value, that more than likely means it's because they're not tied to your destiny. So it means that they're not meant to be in your life for a long time anyway, or whatever role they play in your life, it isn't tied to your destiny. It isn't something majorly significant because they can't see your value. So, yeah. But the energy that is here is saying you're ready at the bottom of the deck. And like I said before, because you're ready, it's either time for you to step up or step aside. The choice is yours. If you step up, you will be able to take advantage of the opportunity. If you step aside, the opportunity will go to someone else who wants it. And that is your message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Till next time, everyone, be blessed.